everyone, and welcome to another lovely special episode of Philly by Night. Tonight, I have some players here that I don't usually have, and I am wearing my black shirt just in case we have to attend a funeral. So, for those of you who may or may not have seen the last Neonate stream that I hosted, the Neonates encountered a beast in the sewers, something created by the horrible powers of fleshcraft, something most would associate with a Zemisi. This, of course, was a Tyrannosaurus esque being made of people and grafted from their flesh, their bodies. The neonates were unable to really make a dent in it and then proceeded to consider their self preservation and leave, perhaps to their benefit. Well, we'll see how that goes for this lovely crew here tonight, as they have all volunteered to go hunt this thing down for the Seneschal of Philadelphia. But let's get to it, huh? So, each of you is summoned after having heard word of this, making your way to Elysium. There's no one set there, with the exception of the armed guard that many of you have become familiar with. Some on good terms, some on not. Some you saved your asses before. The red helmeted person they only refer to as the Spartan stands there waiting. As the lot of you approach, arriving one by one, maybe the fledglings coming together, maybe the ancilla come together, however you'd like to handle that, he stands there patiently. Seeing you all arrive, counts, nods. I need you all to understand something. This is not to be trifled with. It's not to be taken lightly. And he specifically eyes the fledglings. I know you think you have powers now that you're something like us. You've been around for a couple of years. Don't be stupid. Kind of turns back to the group at large. It's underneath a cistern in the sewers beneath the security solutions up in the northeast by the port. The neonates said that they found a way in through a sewer drain that led out to the river, and they pulled the steel grate off. You can use that entrance or find one yourself. Doesn't really matter, but you have what you need, and good luck. And you kind of turn his back and walk off into a random door, leaving you all to either discuss what you want to do or move forward and take action immediately.
The songbird seeing Luke will just wave hello and say, "Hello, Mr. Luke. It's good to see you again and work with you again."
Hello. So what exactly are we hunting?
Allegedly.
Oh no, you go. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Allegedly, it's a meat dinosaur.
Yes, I was talking to the people who had seen it and interacted with it.
None of them are present.
Yep. Songbird
I was
will.
told the fledglings had interacted with it.
Yeah, Songbird will look to Percy and be like, "Do we explain what we know about the dinosaur?" Kind of look.
Part of it might have come from our the museum.
Would make sense if there's using a skeleton as a framework to.
It technically
source one.
belongs to our coterie haven.
Former haven, correct? You're not staying somewhere where someone has stolen something from you.
We haven't discussed that with our shadow yet.
Some other things came up.
Yeah, well, we've been.
Someone made a monster out of something they stole from your haven. Did you make it to the top of your list?
We didn't know that it was being made into a monster. We just knew that it was stolen, and we had other matters to attend to at that time that were also affecting the city, Mr. Luke.
I'm sure there will
Well.
be no breach. Nothing to worry about.
Well, then we are looking for something large in the sewers. And you know where it is? Somewhat?
Well, he kind of explained where it is. That it's
Okay.
underneath the security complex up by the port. You all would have been given like exact addresses and told that there's a way in through the sewers, like a drain pipe that they were able to walk in that emptied out into the river, and then they followed that in.
Well, I've already made certain that there would be no mortals in the area. So,
That is good.
at least not any mortals we can't kill easily.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but the work does need to be done. I don't know you. You two I've seen around. He points at the fledgling. You I don't know. He'll point at Sharky.
Yeah, I don't think I know this one either.
Name's Jamie Knox. You can call me Sharky. I'm a bit of a bit of a small time banking influence around here.
And you think that will help with fighting a large dinosaur?
No, but my claws will.
Good.
Wait, what?
Oh, I think I get it.
Oh.
Sharky's gonna kick on Eyes of the Beast.
Okay.
Wait, first off, before I do that, are there any mortals in this area?
No, you're inside the Elysium building.
Okay. Sharky's gonna turn on Eyes of the Beast, and then he's going to look at the two of them and say, "This is not the only power that I possess."
I would hope not, but that will be handy.
That would make this very difficult. You want us to call you Sharky?
Yeah, you can call me
Mr.
Sharky.
Sharky.
Thank you.
That'd be easy enough to know. Dante. Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.
Luke.
So how are we traversing this gap between here and there? Using the local van utility, or are we using our own vehicles? How is this?
We should probably travel together. Man would be helpful.
If necessary, I can my retainer could drive us.
I'm a pretty okay driver. I've gotten used to the traffic here.
Well, I'm not driving with a lot of you. That didn't go so well last time. Well, it went well.
It went well. I was going to say that went quite well for us last time.
Surprisingly well. But I don't think I want to do that again. I don't care who drives, but why don't we get one of the vans? That way it's non-discreet. It's got the normal defenses.
Yes, that seems like the best plan. Also saves us from having multiple vehicles at a place we don't want people looking at the moment. You said you have a retainer that can drive?
Well, he's primarily a security officer for my company. However, yes, he can drive. You know, ex-military types.
Yeah.
They often know how to drive quite well.
That way he can keep the van away from where we are. Seems like a good idea.
I agree.
All right. Well, I'll go get the van and pull it around, and you get on your driver, and we'll be on our way.
Dante, you've been here enough times. You've interacted. You work directly for the prince. You know where to find this stuff. You know who to talk to. It's a simple hand wave to get this done. And Sharky, you're going to be calling your retainer to meet you outside?
Yep, he's gonna call the Thin Blood. He's gonna call his Thin Blood retainer.
Excellent. So he can arrive. I'm like, kind of just looking around like, what the hell did I get dragged into now?
You're gonna take that. You're gonna take the car, and you're gonna drive us where we're going. And then you're going to drive away until I call you again.
Okay.
And if I don't call you, you're going to drive all the way down to Virginia, and you're going to go talk to somebody named. You're going to go talk to somebody that I can't give you the name of, but you'll know them. They'll be very angry.
Someone in the state of Virginia. Just one guy.
Virginia's pretty big, though. Like, how am I going to find him?
You'll find out.
I don't like the way you said that.
Friends will be in touch.
Dante, you'll be able to drive this big black van around, hop out. The Thin Blood jumps in the seat, kind of like nervously buckles himself, like, oh man, I'm going to get myself killed.
I gently go up to him and, you got this. Don't fuck up.
But yeah, there's room enough for all of you. You can climb in. If anybody's doing anything special, Percy, you have Melano with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Good to know. That's important.
Songbird, if Melano is there, will pull out a dog treat.
So, you're all able to load up, assuming you give this guy the information you were given on where to go. Otherwise, that would be pretty pointless, right? Pulls up, gets on the Delaware Expressway, pulls off onto State Road, and pulls up by this industrial area by the bank of the river, like was described. Pulls up off a nondescript alleyway, parks, turns the lights off, doesn't shut the engine off. They're like, all right, we're here.
Go.
He'll let all of you out and gone.
Well, that went well. Now to do the actual thing we're here to do.
Oh boy. Listen. Any of you youngins die, it's on us, older folk. So don't go running off by yourselves, please.
I am definitely young. You can believe about my age at your own convenience.
Of course, Mr. Dante.
You wouldn't be one to get us in trouble now, would you?
No, of course not. But I'm a little tougher than I look, I promise.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
And you would actually probably have seen like a couple of shotguns like sticking out of her purse.
How big is this purse?
I'm confused about the size of this purse.
That's very confusing. All
you know is that it's big enough to hold a Thompson, and I've been traveling around with it every time Songbird has made an appearance. So
I feel like it's more of a tote bag at that point than a purse.
Yeah,
it was the biggest purse I could find. I literally looked up dimensions, and I'm like, it's good enough. But the shotgun itself, the new one, is just peeking out a little bit. That one does not fit in.
Yeah, Thompson's can fit in a large violin case. Shotguns, not as
No.
much.
This is very much awkward. Where it's like half, like 2/3 of the barrel is just pointing out of
Yeah.
this large bag.
Like she
looking
probably
thing.
would have like in the car ride would have like actually assembled it, so y'all would have seen like the really nice shotgun. But like on Elysium ground, she was like, "Nope, the bag. I know where it goes because they know what's in it."
Yeah. And for most people, well, a couple people here have seen the helmeted guy at work and probably, well, yeah, no, well, I'll leave the guns there, no problem. But here you stand in this industrial area with the directions you were given. So how would you like to approach getting down there in the dark?
Well, the dark doesn't bother me all that much, and I don't mind scouting ahead. That's normally what I do.
Do you want us to have flashlights? Because
And his eyes will just go full black for Oblivion Sight. I don't need them. Do you?
I needed them on our last job, Mr. Luke.
Yeah.
I don't see well in the dark.
I'm sure that will be. They shouldn't be too much of a problem.
And she'll do the grip with, like, have the pistol in one hand, the flashlight in the other, kind of doing like the cross thing. She'll have not her golden one, her other one, the one with the silencer. I don't know what model it is.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be the first time that Luke draws the new sword.
Ooh.
Which, for those who have seen Prince John's sword, it is the dark reflection of that. It is all eclipsed sun instead of rising sun, but it's real dark Mithraean for some reason, and he has it.
Can't imagine where he would have got that.
You meet such interesting people when you walk through weird doorways.
That's fair. The large glowy ones without frames.
Yeah. Meet such interesting people. Kill them.
Yeah, I mean, if there's something that you want to activate now, you can be my guest.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I will rouse her toughness then.
All right.
Hunger two.
There it is. Starting off strong, Songbird.
Listen, I'm only at hunger two. It's fine.
I will rouse for my porpoise pokers.
All right, feral weapons. And I hate that you call them that.
All I have.
Hey, Ryan, the roll right above where Songbird roused,
Yes.
that was for my lore sheet ability for the extra bonus willpower.
Okay.
I did succeed.
Good to know.
That way I have 7 out of 6 willpower.
Yeah, your special things for your bloodline are just crazy.
That's Carmelita Nielsen lore sheet.
Oh,
The one where you just, I hang out my library and I get to get a bonus willpower.
Right.
We'll go ahead.
I will put
Sharky.
my. Go ahead.
Sharky gets the long claws.
The long, fleshy, dolphin-like claws.
Why are you the way you are? Dante.
Yeah, I will. I'm wearing the armored suit, obviously, that I got from the prince, and then I will pop prowess.
Okay. You rouse for prowess.
All the screens.
All right. And Percy.
Yes.
Was there anything you were using?
Unless resilience has something that needs
Resilience. Simply add your
yeah.
fortitude rating.
to be. That's what I thought.
your health
All right,
stat.
so no, I don't have anything to pop right now.
There are older Venture in the city that are going to have words.
We'll just add it to the bonding day. It's fine.
No, not for you. For those at home, I specifically play the SPC of Hades Arcanus, Percy's sire, as well as the servitor of the city, who is Percy's blood uncle. So, in my brain, they have words,
They will.
but
They
you, you guys have all activated what you have. Songbird, you have your flashlight out. Luke, you have Eyes of Oblivion. How do
Oblivion
you
sight
guys?
and face sight if
Yep.
it comes up.
How do you guys approach this? Do you go to the drain that you were kind of told about? Do you find another entrance, like a manhole cover?
We'll go to the drain. If
Yeah.
we had one point out for us, we might as well go that way.
You know, yeah.
Walking down to the river, kind of hopping down the embankment. You see the large sewer grate with the steel fence that has like been pulled off of it. Apparently by somebody with some strength. There doesn't seem to be any cuts or welding marks on it. Yeah, Sharky, what's up?
Or no, I'm doing claw things.
Oh, you're going like this. I thought you had something to say.
No.
Just over there stimming. Okay.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Stimming with your porpoise pokers. Got it.
Let's never say that sentence again. It's a bad sentence. It should not be said.
I hate every syllable in it.
I think it's a great sentence, personally.
You would.
I could have activated the fangs and called them my chum chompers.
I'm somehow more okay with that.
I'm feeding this man to a dinosaur. New plan. Bait.
There we go.
So, which one of you is gonna go in first? It's a large tunnel. Even the tall Mr. Dante can fit in there, but you're gonna have to go single file. There's not enough room to go like 2 by 2, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, Luke will scout ahead. That's what he normally does. So
Okay.
he will try and do the cable knit ninja thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Songbird would probably go in, like, more towards the front, but not in front of Luke because of her toughness. And if anything happens to Percy, she's going to be very upset.
Okay. Very important question, Percy. Are you taking Melano in there with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I need each of you, as you enter this thing and start walking down, to give me a dexterity and athletics, please.
What?
And I need one for Melano as well.
Oh. Dexterity. Can I have that? That's not a bad roll. Okay.
That is not a great pool for Jamie.
It's a small pool for Elmo.
It's not a bad pool for Elmo,
Okay,
but it's not her best.
Have a pretty.
Luke, you're good.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Oh no. Okay.
I guess I'm the victim tonight.
Oh.
Percy, that's your role personally, right?
Yes.
Would you like to spend a willpower on that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Okay. We'll spend a point of willpower for Percy. Oh, Louisa.
I can't fix it.
I know there's nothing you can do to that.
I can't fix it.
Okay, I can't.
All right, that's much better. So we're looking. Luke, you are good. Sharky, despite that small pool, you are good. Percy, after some willpower, is good. Songbird and Dante. Dante, I'm going to start with you because you just didn't pass. As you guys are walking through here, you feel something gouge at your leg. Songbird, you as well. You feel something gouge at your leg. Dante, you're going to take 1 point of aggravated damage. Louisa, you're going to take 2 for the bestial fail.
Even with toughness up?
Yeah, that stops superficial.
Okay.
This
Yay.
is something else.
Yay!
And as Louisa kind of looks down and shines the light, you see these bony, thorn-ridden mucosal vines that almost look like they're made of bone themselves, weaving along the walls, along the floor of this tunnel. They are stark white, and there seems to be some kind of like purplish mucosal fruit dangling from spots.
Grow sick of these strange plants in this place.
Does anyone have a knife?
I have a claw.
Um,
A knife will be produced. I'm sure that there is.
yeah. She's going to try an attempt to get a sample of this for Maddie.
Okay. How are you doing it? Just cutting the fruit
Like,
off?
Whatever looks like it would be the easiest to remove, she's gonna cut a sample of that and just wrap
Okay.
it in something in her purse.
Can you give me a composure and resolve, please?
Sharky's also going to cut a fruit for analysis later.
Right. I need a composure and resolve from you as well.
Nope, that is not a pool of 54.
Jesus Christ, I'm burning a willpower.
Good choice. Good choice. We're off to a fantastic start today.
I'm
Okay.
going to also re-roll. Well, I think 3's probably fine.
It didn't help.
Okay. No, don't worry, Louisa. No, that's something you'll find out about later. Sharky, nothing to worry about. Nothing happens. And slice it off, throw it in a pocket, put it in a bag, whatever.
Well, looks like we will need to be much more careful through here. Now that we can kind of see them, can we get past these? Okay.
Now that you've encountered them, now that you are aware of them, you're very much more like on edge, like walking around, like pointing the light down. Luke, like casting your gaze down, like making sure like you guys are not stepping on this. Did we get that roll for Melano as well?
Oh yeah. What was I supposed to roll? What's
Dexterity and athletics.
do I just use my stats?
Does she have stats?
No, she does
Okay.
not. Unless Kendall has stats for her, but
You passed, right?
yeah.
So we're just gonna
with
say,
willpower.
yeah, we'll say she rides off of yours.
Okay.
So you guys walk forward another 10, 15 minutes before you come to this large cavernous cistern. Down below, that's probably a 10, 15-foot drop down to the water where you see all these pipes rushing in and dumping the water in. Seems to drain out somewhere. It's really hard to tell. And as you look around, you guys can give me a wits and awareness, please.
Oh boy.
He
My favorite. Should I risk it in blood suits?
Okay.
I might risk a blood surge, but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
also
debating.
scared too at this moment in time.
I might do it. I think I might do it.
Okay.
I might just.
You know what? We'll risk it for the
Ooh.
biscuit. Why not?
Dante, you want to do anything with that?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Then,
Louisa's gonna go up in hunger. Oof. Louisa, you're on a bad night already.
I am.
Dante, you want to fix it at all?
Oh.
Oh no,
Oh.
Percy too.
But he's
Well,
not feisty.
Well, we're gonna see what's coming.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna help us, but
Okay, there we go. There we
Not
go.
sure I see.
Dante fixed it.
Dante fixed it, so that's a point of willpower for Dante.
Mm.
And let's see, Percy, what are we doing?
Mm.
Are we spending a willpower to try to fix that?
Oh, I'm low on willpower. Debating. I only have 3 willpower.
a crit's a crit.
I.
I'm with Chandler on this, but at the same time, I'm like,
It is a.
I mean, you just tell me what you
know
want to do.
You know what? Let's save the willpower for now
Okay,
because I'm kind of scared.
cool.
I feel like maybe I might.
So Percy, with your messy critical, because I'm gonna start there and work our way down, because everybody passed. Some of you more than others with these criticals. So like half of you guys critted. It's fine. Percy, what you see unsettles you and causes your beast to rise up in your gut, causing you to rise 1 point of hunger. Now, what the rest of you see, well, really, realistically, all of you, you look off to one side, you see a large indentation where the brick and stone has been cracked, as if something was thrown into it. Looks to be about 3 feet tall and about like 2 feet wide. You can spot bullet holes all over the place, as if rounds were shot. There's blood along as you come up to the edge. There's blood stains across the bottom where more of these vines have grown over the edge and down towards the water. These ones looking different. These, instead of being that stark bone white, have a hint of red and orange to it as they crawl down the wall. But it still resembles this bony, spiky, thorn-esque kind of growth. But as you see, you look around, you listen, you hear low rumbling, like growling, but you don't see anything. Except for Percy.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what unsettles your beast the most. You walk up to the edge, peek down, looking down from under that water are these 2 big, yellow, glowing eyes.
Oh. Mm. They. She's gonna so like speak like, a little bit like hesitantly, like, trying to sound calm. Is something in the water?
Does anybody take a peek when Percy brings this up?
Sharky will.
Now, you all walk over to look down, and sure enough, there's this pair of large eyes. They're pretty far apart, just staring up. And as you look, you feel it, the ground kind of shake uncomfortably as this huge beast rises up out of the water. It is made of skin and flesh pulled taut over the skeleton. You can still see faces screaming in agony as they were melded to this thing. As some of you might be familiar with flesh crafting, some of you might not. But these were once people, living and breathing people that were merged to this skeleton. And as it rises up, It looks at you and lets out this roar, but it's not a roar. It is more like a theater-filled cacophony of screams that comes out of it. And I need each of you to make a frenzy check.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Hold on, wait, I'm doing math.
Wait.
I've never been more happy to have full willpower.
Oh no.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah, what's the
It
any
is
reminder on what the
your remaining willpower and 1/3 of your humanity.
I hope that's going to be enough.
So
That's
7.
1/3 of 2.
Okay.
So 8
5?
dice for me.
That's 5, I think.
Yeah, we're at the same, so it should be 5, Percy.
Okay. Hmm.
How much your humanity?
1/3.
1/3 of it.
Oh,
For most people, that should be 2,
Yeah,
unless
1/3,
you've
yeah.
fallen or you're way up, like almost full human.
Yeah, we're at 1. We're at 1 over here, but got all that willpower to make up for it.
Yeah,
Some
see, you're fine.
Yeah.
Some characters can have it at 0. Not as in humanity 0, but 0
Some
dice.
players spend their humanity like poker chips.
Hey, turns out one of the side effects of eating people
Hmm.
is lower humanity.
Who would have thought? All right, well, I got Sharky, Songbird, Luke, Dante, young Persephone. Your beast hates this.
Yeah.
You run.
Oh, yeah.
You're gone.
Oh, joy.
You run straight back the way you came.
Oh, she's gonna be. She's gonna have a fun time.
But as this thing rises up, makes this scream, you guys see Percy take off in fear with Melano and tail. This is where we start the fun part. And I believe, Luke, you are the fastest here.
Well, we have a job to do. And that is kill this thing. So, see what this sword can do.
All right. Give me that. Is it a one-handed blade?
It is a one-handed blade.
All right. So it'll be dexterity and melee.
Dexterity melee. 2, 3, 7, 8 before blood surge. 8. Hunger 2. Blood surge. Yes.
Hunger increased.
So we're going to hunger increased, but that is 5 successes.
And we got that. Let me calculate some damage here.
And this is the Scourge Blade, so plus
Yep, so
3.
plus 3 superficial. 1 is 4. All right. You slice into this thing. You kind of feel the blade scrape against some bone plating, but you find a chunk where it just cuts in. And this thing howls in pain as it turns. And let's see, we got 4 of you left in the room. Let's let the dice gods decide.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's fitting. Luke, it decides this guy hit me. I'm gonna bite back.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so. It's gonna attempt to bite you. What would you like to do?
To not be bitten. So I will try and dodge that.
All right, it'll be dexterity and athletics.
And I will use my once around fleetness. Or yeah.
How much does this thing have again?
3,
Yeah, we can.
5, 6, 8.
Mm.
Yep. I mean,
You try to get out of the way, but this thing just latches on to one of your arms as you try to get away and takes that arm with it. You're going to take 2 aggravated, and I need
Okay.
a resolve and composure. Or, resolve and stamina.
okay. 2 aggravated and resolve and stamina. What is that? 3, 5. Is that with hunger or not?
With, yes.
No, can't really do much better than that. So
No, good.
3 successes.
You feel something seep into your veins that burns in your blood, but your supernatural gifts are able to fight it off. And then we move down to Dante.
All right. Dante takes out his octopus staff
Mm-hmm.
and takes a whack. Is its head still level with Luke?
Yeah, I would say that's still in this moment very much close enough to Luke to where you guys can reach it.
Just going to. Well, actually, can I blood surge?
Of course. And you guys always have the option to blood surge on actions that you are taking on your turn. Reactions is a little bit different to where you may not have that opportunity.
Weird.
Okay. Hunger does not increase.
All right. And how do I do this? Is that Dex plus?
It's a
melee?
one-handed weapon,
Right now it's 2.
so it would be strength and melee.
Strength and melee. I think they're the same thing. Why is my PDF so messed up? There we go. So 3.
All right. 3 successes.
Sorry, I messed up on that, but it's still the blood surge should add 2 more. All right, don't worry about it. Yeah, 3 success.
Okay. Remember, you can always put the blood surge into the dice bot itself,
Okay.
and it'll do the math for you. You just, when it says blood surge, you put in your blood potency, and it'll do all the math for you.
Okay.
With 3 successes, you smash it right under its eye, but you hit this bone plate, and it seems to just bounce right off.
Okay. Would blessed silver tip matter at all?
Oh, it's silver tipped.
Yeah, blessed silver.
Okay. With that, yeah, it actually howls in pain despite it glancing off that.
Okay. Is it?
Songbird.
Seeing Percy bolt, the Songbird's gonna kind of back herself up while loading up the new shotgun with one of the steel slugs, not one of the
Mhm.
fancy ones yet, and take a shot for one of its eyes, whichever eye is easier
Alright.
to
For a called shot, it's going to be your composure and firearms -2.
-2. That's
Yep,
fine.
for called shots.
So that is normally that, but 5 or 3. Yeah, she's trying to keep. We're burning a willpower because It's fine.
Yep.
3.
You load up that steel slug, you fire, you miss his eye, it smashes into his face, and you can see the steel glance off this bone structure.
Okay. And she's gonna just kind of again keep distance between Percy and this creature, and
Oh,
hope Melano. Yeah,
Percy's gone.
yeah.
Percy's out.
She's basically like trying to keep in the path that Percy went in case it charges.
Oh, it's not gonna fit. Like
Doesn't matter.
I think Dante is the tallest one here, unless Luke is larger. Yeah, Dante kind of has to like hunch a little bit. That thing ain't going.
That's fair.
Which-
She's still
which begs
like,
the
nope,
question
I'm
of-
protecting Percy.
It does beg a question of how the hell did something that big get down here? But that brings us to our resident anarch. Or anarch. Sharky.
This thing looks like it's breathing, right?
No.
No? Oh well, I can swim better than it can walk, so Sharky's gonna look for a way to fill up the cistern with water.
I mean, this is basically where all the sewer pipes drain. There's no like levers or anything.
Could there be any way to stop the flow of the actual like outward?
for-
Because the cistern drains.
Yeah, you'd have to plug up the drain.
I guess we're diving into the water and metamorphosizing.
All right. Give me a dexterity in athletics. And metamorphosis is protean, right?
That is correct. But it's not metamorphosis, it's shape change.
Shape change? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll need a rouse check for that.
Would it change my pool at all for the dexterity and athletics if I were to become a dolphin before I do the jump?
No. In fact, changing before you jump would probably hinder you more because you lose the use of your legs.
Good point. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you're able to dive in and not bash your face on the stone as you see the large outlet and are able to swim into it. What do I... All right, hunger increases for your shape change. What do I even make somebody roll to plug a drain with their body? Resolve in athletics, you know what? You guys make me do weird stuff. I don't know.
The one mental stat I don't have, or I do have, but not as much.
Listen, I'll roll the plug drain. I guess I don't know. Like, you guys from the G'day table make up some weird rolls. All right. Okay. You successfully plug your little dolphin body in there, and you feel it all nice and snug, and you're pretty confident that you have plugged this drain. I don't even know how to process what you're doing right now.
The water fills up the cistern, and it can't fight as good. That's the idea.
We hope.
Neither can we.
I wasn't gonna say it. Wasn't gonna say it.
I can.
No, you're the plug. You can't fight it. You've now taken yourself away and flooded the place.
Well, my plan was to shove shit in there over the next couple of turns, but like break things off the wall and shove it in. But it's at least plugged for now.
It's an idea.
Songbird's not smart enough to come up with the idea I just did.
Well, so Percy,
Yes.
as you exit the other end of this pipe again, and you're out in the open, you see the river, your beast subsides, and you kind of come to as the frenzy leaves.
Yeah.
You realize you just left everybody back there.
Yeah. Also left to fight.
Mm-hmm.
This is not not happy about that.
That doesn't violate a conviction, does it?
No, it just goes against lately how she's been trained.
I had to ask, given what I know about Percy.
It's like no, but also kind of yes.
Not one that's on the sheet.
It's
Not
not a conviction
not
yet.
not big C conviction, just like
Yeah,
little C
yeah.
conviction.
Like lowercase.
You know,
It's in the margins.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a planned.
Fair.
But not yet.
But yeah, you now have your self-control back.
She's grabbing her weapons and I guess a flashlight now that she's alone and going back in.
Yeah, you've already been through here,
Round 2.
so not gonna make you roll to avoid these vines and stuff, especially with a flashlight. You went in like nothing and could see. I'd probably do it, but you get back to this action. You see Luke kind of missing a whole arm. The guy that you don't recognize is gone. Louisa's holding a shotgun. Dante's holding that staff like a baseball bat.
Excellent.
And you'll be able to get there, and that'll take about the time of a round. So we will move forward to our man Luke, if he is there. Ah, there he is.
I'm here, just off round putting chicken in my face. You know.
It's fine. It's fine. You didn't plug it up like Sharky did.
Yeah, we are symbolically eating the dinosaur.
Yeah.
To gain its power. So I can
Well,
now try
everybody
and
knows
stab
that dinosaurs evolved into chickens, so
Yeah,
this is
100%.
Yeah, I get you.
And chickens know they used to be dinosaurs, and they're mad about it.
Right.
So, I only got one arm, so I'm more aerodynamic now. So I'm gonna try and stab it again.
That's not how that works.
Totally how it works.
But I'm not going to incur a penalty on this one because I feel like it's very much a revenge strike.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Still, 3, 7, 8. Hunger 3. Blood searching, yes.
Yep.
Reroll failures. There we go.
All right.
That's better. That's why we spend the willpower.
That's why we spend the willpower.
When every
As-
reroll becomes a success, including 2
You got
tens.
like the bicep stump just dang on there, and you're like, motherfucker. You swing it. It hasn't pulled its head away, and you just gouge below that bone plate and slice deep. Because we are going to give it this. And you cut bad.
It's not randomly a kindred that it can't heal now, is it? Because that'd be real cool for us.
It is not. Technically, it's not made of kindred parts.
Yeah, I know.
Meatasaurus. It's not going to go after the dolphin. I think that would be
The dinosaur is also confused by what the dolphin is doing.
It was not sure what just happened.
Why is it cleaning my toilet?
So we're going to roll a d4 and a 3. So 1, 2. Welcome back to the fight, Percy. It's trying to bite you.
Oh, joy.
So you have an option to attempt to parry with something,
What?
or you can try to get out of the way.
You know what? It's Percy, and she's already frustrated that she ran. So try and parry.
Okay.
This is not gonna go.
I'll do this. All right. Yeah, Luke got a huge margin of success. This thing has a gaping wound. So you said you're parrying. It's going to be because yours is a rapier, single-handed, right?
Yes.
That's a dexterity and melee.
Excellent. Excellent. A good pool.
You got it.
A good pool for me. 6. Yeah, 6. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna use my. I'm not gonna use my blood sword. Oh right, I did go up in hunger. That means I'm at hunger 2.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you're at hunger 3 because your
Oh,
bestial
right.
fail.
Oh right. Oh. Yes.
It's all right. So is
Okay.
Songbird. It's fine.
Yay!
Excellent.
We'll go hunting later, bestie.
So is Luke, but his preferred prey is in the room, which is bad for everybody involved.
Again, you try to get out of the way, but it gets a hold of your arm, not
Oh.
fully, but it takes a large chunk out, and you are going to take 2 points of aggravated damage.
Lovely.
And I also need a resolve and stamina roll.
Oh. Oh. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible. 3, 4, 5. 5. 3. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Like I described to Luke, you feel this kind of burning sensation spread from that wound, but the vitae in your vein seems to fight back against it, and nothing happens.
Okay. Good.
Which brings me to my man Dante.
Seeing my friends getting bit is pissing me off quite a bit, so I'm going to blood surge again.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do a whack-a-mole.
Alrighty. Doing pretty good with your surges so far. I think you're the only one that hasn't gone up in hunger.
Why'd you have to say that?
Now you sound like Demon. Saying like this thing is probably my pride and joy. Look, see, I only curse Demon when I say things like that, and he's not here, so we're fine.
If it makes you feel any better, I now want to build one of these.
See, I'm flattered. I will send you the sheet after we're done. Oh, my.
Dante.
Do you want to do anything with that? Or do you want to ride that out? Okay, so 6. You smash it and you hear a satisfying crunch as it howls back in pain. Yeah. You can tell you did some damage to it that time, and it felt it. All right. Wow, you guys are doing better than the neonates did, but the dice pot hated them that night. Songbird.
All right. So, seeing that the steel slugs didn't work, she's gonna pull out one of her dragon's breath rounds.
Okay.
Ready another shot, and she's gonna turn to Percy and be like, "Pull out your gun and use me as a mount," and fire another hit in.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that composure and firearms.
That is much better now that it's not a cult shot. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'll accept that.
Can you also roll me a single d10, please?
Yeah. 6.
Okay, cool. You see this dragon's breath round go off, but it kind of like leans to the side, and some of it catches it, but this thing doesn't catch on fire.
Okay. But does it look like it damaged the thing more than the seal slug?
Hard to tell. It seemed to hit that same bone plating.
Gotcha.
And now we move to the purposeful porpoise.
So Sharky is going to unplug himself
Okay.
from the water, because by now it should have built up a little bit, and it should start rushing into the drain. And then he's gonna swim up and try to bite the ankle so it falls down.
All right. A bite we're gonna call a strength and brawl.
Wow, that's something I'm good at.
Use your blowhole for extra inertia.
Jet propulsion.
I'm at hunger 3. What could possibly go wrong? Guess who's got a blood surge?
Is it you? I feel like it's you.
Oh my god! I'm gonna reroll some. That's better.
Like, yep, you go to latch onto the thing and you bite, and it is just a mouth of bone that you cannot sink your teeth into. Which is the young Percy
Yeah.
back in the fight.
Back in the fight. What can I do? Wait, how close? How close is the Meatasaurus right now?
You could probably get one strike in it before it, because it's pulling back and then lunging forward to bite, and these rounds go so quick that it's all kind of within split seconds of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, young Spartan, we need you.
Songbird did suggest using her as like a gun mount now that your arm is kind of missing chunks.
True. Well, now that it's close up, and because my pool for this is better, so just stab.
All right, that is your dexterity and melee.
Yeah, the pool's better, and it might as well. It didn't mean to get within stabbing distance, but we're here now,
things happen.
so we might as well make the best of it. Dex 6, hunger 3. Come on. No, we're not gonna. Well, maybe I will use willpower, even though I'm very low.
I'll tell you right now, do not waste it unless you're re-rolling more than just that one failure.
Okay, then no. All right, it's fine.
You could re-roll one of the successes and hope you get a pair of 10s, but
Yeah,
even if,
no, okay.
Okay. It's like,
Well,
I'll be nice, like,
might as
save
well.
your willpower. That's
My very low willpower.
Yeah. Like, you take your foil and, like, glance at it, and it just hits the bone and, like, bends. You're like, oh, well, I didn't plan that.
We didn't plan that. We didn't plan any of this, though, to be fair. It's fine.
And once more, my man, Mr. Mallory.
Well, the plan is working. We're going on a working definition of working here. We're going to keep trying the thing.
All right. This time around, I will hit you with a 2-die penalty for losing
Okay.
that arm. Just to, like, represent the lack of dexterity now that you're kind of off balance with that much weight missing.
Cool. But cool. Yeah, so I guess we're just at 6 dice then. Which is...
Still not bad. Oh, and oof. Oh boy.
And we spent willpower, rerolled, got nothing, and we decreased hunger. So
you stab and you slide across one of the plates and still catch meat, doing at least some more damage to it. That puts you at 4 now. Oh no.
yes, it does.
Let me double check because I believe you need to. Yes, we need a hunger frenzy from you, my friend.
Yeah. So is once again 1 humanity, and we're remaining willpower, which is
You said wait.
5. So 5
Oh,
or
you get
1. Yes.
one from the humanity. I was like,
Yes. One.
you're,
One from the humanity.
you terrified me for a moment. I was like,
No.
your humanity is what?
No, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think they're not going to let me play a Humanity 1 vampire. That'd be very
No.
bad.
Yeah, horrible. I was like, I'm gonna have a talk with Einar. Like, wait a minute.
That'd be fun though.
At least not starting out.
Surprise!
Good God. Yeah, no. Despite the smell of blood in the air from your various comrades who have taken wounds, you are in control.
Yeah, it's because most of it is mine.
That's not true. It's Percy's too.
I'm missing an arm. I think most is still good for me.
Fine. However, it is this thing's move, and since it can now reach all of you, God, Luke, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
the dice do what the dice do.
that's what that's what they do. We're gonna try and dodge.
All right. Dexterity and athletics.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Am I at a negative for this as well?
No, I'll say that this is primarily using your legs, so it will not incur a
Okay.
penalty.
Ooh. So pool of 8, hunger 4.
Okay. Do you want to use any willpower?
Yeah, we'll use one, see if it helps. Okay, we go to 5.
There's a chance, but oh boy, nope. 5 is not gonna cut it, as it once more rakes its teeth into you as you're trying to escape, doing 2 more points of aggravated damage.
Yeah.
And I need that stamina and resolve.
Which is 5.
I'm starting to think we might be losing.
Well, yeah, you feel that same burning sensation, but once more that kindred blood like fighting back. Got those supernatural antibodies fighting something.
Yeah. We should go.
Dante, you see Luke stab this thing, gets bit again, and it was like, we should go.
All right, question. So I have prowess. That goes on to the attack, right?
That goes on to the
on
damage.
the hit, the damage, and you're adding that on the back end. I'm not even worried about that. Right?
I do that. I just need to know your
Okay.
potence rating.
Gotcha. Potence
Okay,
2.
right. And did you activate prowess?
I did before we walked in.
Okay, right.
Yep.
Yep. So that
All
is 2 extra die on the damage, but not on the attack roll.
Right, it's on the damage roll. Okay, I'm gonna do the same spiel.
Okay. Once more.
Yes. I think we can use this.
Dante just cool as a cucumber, not going up in hunger at all.
Good for you.
Hey,
Everybody
it's
else is
payback
like,
for the last one, right?
Yeah, no, you were last time you were here with me. It was rough.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you want to burn one?
Yeah.
And that'll be what, the second one tonight?
Third.
Third one. Ooh, getting low. Still just not enough as you glance off one of those bone plates. Oh, Louisa.
E. Okay. I have a stupid idea.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
How wide is it opening its mouth?
Pretty wide. Have you seen the Jurassic Park movies? Like,
I am aware of Jurassic Park movies, but like, would it be too big if I tried to wedge my Thompson in there?
you could. Thompson's about.
That's why.
I feel like its mouth is a bit too wide for that. Yeah.
That's what I was like. All right.
Like thinking of the anatomy. Like I
That's
don't
why I'm
know
like.
the measurements, but
Yeah, that's why I'm like, is the measurements too much?
yeah, I think the Thompson's gonna be too short to do that.
Okay. Shoot. Okay. Is there anything around that could maybe help with this idea?
Give me a resolve and investigation. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Okay, that's not my worst pool, but it could be better. 3.
There's some bricks. You see some pipes leading along the wall that you might be able to pull off, but it's a strong maybe.
And Luke is looking the worst right now, right?
Luke looks bad. And he said we should go.
She's gonna kind of like look at the pipes, curse under her breath in Italian, and give Percy a look like this is a fight we can't win, and start to fall back and just get another dragon's round in as she retreats.
Okay. I'll give you a chance to fire that off if you want.
Okay, let me just minus one more round on my thing.
Because once we get down to Percy, that'll be 3 rounds. And you guys are not doing so hot. So that'll be the chance to pause and run or regroup.
Same pool, composure, and firearms.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll keep that 4. I don't want to risk making it a messy. I mean, Katie does, but Songbird wouldn't right now.
I mean, yeah. This thing, like, again, slams into that bony plating. And you kind of see it shake it off.
And yeah, and then she's gonna start backing up.
Sharky, what are you doing, my water mammalian friend?
I have a plan involving
no.
the construction materials upstairs that I have done by making Securitas have to renovate itself because I said so and I bought them. Sharky is going to plug the hole that he's been using, not with himself this time. That was a proof of concept. Sharky's gonna take, like, because it's a cistern and there's a lot of like shit, so they have to clean it out regularly. So this wouldn't be too much of a stretch for somebody to be able to shove something in there that's like stuff in there that's big enough to cover up the hole and cause the cistern to start to fill. So he's going to do that, and then he's going to try to leave so that way we can make some boiled dinosaur with some of the construction materials upstairs by basically turning the cistern into a pot for the dinosaur.
Okay. So you're going to plug that up and try to boil him.
Yes.
How are you going to heat this water up?
That's why we're going upstairs with construction materials and hoping there's some stuff I can make thermite with, because Sharky's smart.
Okay.
Dante
yeah,
knows
no,
chemistry.
you'll be able to find enough things to plug that hole up, whether it's just debris or trash or whatever, and just make this big old ball of trash and shove it in there.
As a dolphin right now, by the way.
You know what? I'm just gonna let that happen. I don't even. You know what? Yep. And yeah, you'll be able to head down another pipe and start looking for a way up to that construction site. Unless you want to try to climb back up and go out the way you guys came in.
Uh,
But that might be a little bit riskier. You just want to do the other tunnel?
yeah, let's just do the other tunnel. I'm scared of the dinosaur, and I'm a dolphin right now.
That's fair.
Secret tunnel.
Secret
Secret
tunnel.
So
No.
for the rest of us, we've seen this person none of us know jump into the water, never come back. Cool.
Yep.
The whole fight.
Go threaten his retainer at sword point and take back their van.
Yeah. Like,
At this point, yeah.
like it's probably hard to see a dolphin down in that water that's full of trash and mud.
Wasn't looking either. I
Yeah.
had
Plus,
other
you're too
things to
busy
be
like
focused
doing
on.
this. Like you just saw this jump and he never came back.
Yep. Well,
So this being
that man died.
the
I'm
end
sorry.
of the third round, this is where you guys need to make a decision. Like we can go another 3 rounds, or you cut ties and count your losses.
Luke is leaving.
I mean, it's the crazy. I'm tapping into my fledgling here. I could jump inside with arms of armor and try to hold his mouth shut. Is he as hard on the inside?
Because that's where my player brain was going. Like, if the outside isn't doing damage, we need to damage it from the inside.
I mean,
I was doing damage, just none of you are rolling enough damage on
Yeah.
the outside, and the inside does aggravated damage, which was going to eat through you guys real quick. I'm at 3 left.
Yeah, so that's why it's like,
and I've actually been downgrading the damage because I didn't want to TPK you guys right
Yeah.
away. To be transparent, I've only been giving damage based on margin.
As far as things go, I was told we were fighting. Was not explained what this was, and have walked into a dragon, and I'm like, no, this is where you leave.
So Luke, like stumbling, bleeding, is headed out that tunnel.
Dante would cover the exit, so as soon as everybody else goes, he'd follow.
yeah, Songbird will probably be with Dante covering the exit until at least Percy begins to leave.
Yeah. Percy will probably. I mean, if everyone else is leaving, so back towards the tunnel.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys are able to like back out, kind of step back, like Dante keeping an eye on this thing. Its head is too big, too wide to fit in here. And you guys, even stumbling, like not gonna make you guys worry about all the bony, fleshy, barbed vines.
Once we're out of reach, though, Songbird would offer to assist anyone that needs assistance walking.
No, Ryan, if this but the dolphin is gone. I don't know what his plan is, but I know a man who owes me a favor, and I need something much bigger to fight this. I'd like to see about trying to call in my poker chip.
Ah,
That man has been told that he has weapons and armors, and I need something more Finn style than I need my style at this point.
Something almost masquerade breachy.
Yeah. We're at
Yeah,
a construction
okay.
site. Yeah.
Yeah, you can call the sommelier.
Okay.
Uh, phone rings a couple times, and then on the other end, River Casino special office. What can I do for you?
I'd like to call in one of my chips.
What color?
What color was the one we were given?
Blue.
A blue chip.
Ah, yes. I understand. What do you need?
Hunting something rather large, and need something to be able to deal with that.
Um, would you like to go on a safari hunt, or you're more celebrating the 4th of July?
I think we are more the second one.
And where are you located, please?
He will give the address.
Like, oh, very well. Give me about 10 minutes, and
Thank you.
I'll have a delivery. Now we're gonna go around so that like we don't skip people.
Yeah.
Louisa. Actually, you know
Um,
what? Hold that. We're gonna.
Yeah.
This will make more sense if I do it this way. Percy,
Yes.
what are you doing while this phone call is going on?
We're just kind of in the tunnel with a dinosaur at the end of it, right?
Yeah, you guys are at the far end,
Okay.
knowing that down this 200 foot tunnel is a large meat-eating, flesh-crafted predator.
Well, we're
And
in
this is why we don't do
Yeah.
genetics and bring dinosaurs back.
yeah.
This is
Well-
exactly why we bring dinosaurs back.
In that case, we will. She'll just be kind of just regrouping her, just reconsidering her plan of attack. So
Okay.
she'll just put her sword away, take out the shotgun, make sure it's all loaded up, and also probably test how well she can hold it with one arm missing a chunk.
Okay. All
That's probably what she's doing.
right. Sounds good. Sharky, as you've made your exit, are you still looking for that way up to the construction site?
Yeah, he's gonna look for the way up to the construction site. Once he gets there, he's himself gonna make a phone call to his banking. Well, no, a banking contact wouldn't be able to get him construction materials like oil that's flammable in water, which is actually very common. He's gonna once he gets up, he's going to look for oil that's flammable in water because there should be some
Okay.
at the construction site. Hopefully,
Give me the resolve an investigation.
can I potentially make it a wits or intelligence?
You know what? I will allow for a wits.
Okay. I'm really hoping for that extra die.
I need that one extra dot, man. Come on, man. You got any more dots in that skills?
Do I blood surge?
That's up to you, my friend.
I'm
You're
at
at
hunger
what?
3. Let's
Uh-huh.
go for it. I have low morals.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You got low dice scores too.
Holy mother of God, the dice bot hates me. Well,
Yes.
I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to re-roll using some willpower and pray to God I
Alright.
get a messy critical. Holy mother of God!
That's what your first one tonight.
That's my second one tonight.
Second.
Not a good
It's
night for willpower.
No,
you're
it is not.
not a good night for finding oil in the construction site either.
Ow.
God, that hurts to look at, man. I'm sorry. Mama said Sharky was so ornery because I got all them dice and no successes.
It's a good plan. He's going to
It
text
was-
the rest of them
It
what
was
his
a
plan is.
fantastic plan. I have no arguments with you. The dice bot just said no.
He's gonna text the other one what his plan is, though. Like the rest of the group, he's gonna send like a group message because because he should have most of the city's contacts because that's how
Yeah.
the Maria works, right? So he's gonna send like a group message, and his profile pic is just a dolphin. That's just gonna be like, "Hey, I'm at the construction site. I'm looking for things. I can't find them. Help me."
Yeah, so all 4 phones would ding with that exact message. Which will bring us over to Dante.
Yeah, I was kind of going through my contacts. Would he wouldn't have told us he's looking for those things, would he? Because he just jumped in the water.
Yeah, you know what he texted you.
Okay. Could I call my underground contact? And see if I could get some boom or oil or both.
Yeah, how many dots did you contact?
I think 2. Let me double check. City officials, underground. Where is that at? Underground influencer 2.
Influence will not be the same thing. A contact could get you something like that.
I do have one. It's that guy that gets me small ammo and stuff. I can't find his name though. Could we come back to me while I search my sheet?
Yep. Louisa, now that you guys have gotten out,
First thing she's doing is ripping off probably the torn up sleeve of Percy's arm and wrapping the chunk. Just
Okay.
to, not like medically, but just more to cover it. And then if she sees Percy like trying to figure out how to hold the gun one-handed, she's going to help Percy with that and show her how to you like put it over Songbird's shoulder to get better balance. So this way, if Percy tries to shoot it, she won't get disadvantages later.
True.
And it's kind of going into like big sister mode with Percy, like making sure everything's okay, like not like mother henning her, like where does it hurt? This, but it's more like the silent, like like communication of I'm gonna tourniquet this without tourniqueting it because I know we can heal it later, but you need to cover this up. Like going into we need to prevent any breach on you right now, kind of mode.
Yeah, Percy would probably be kind of looking at her a bit like, what are you doing? And then once he realizes, oh, right, breeds. So
yeah, like
accept it.
Ripping the sleeve, wrapping it around the bite mark, helping her position the gun. So this way it's like, okay, when we go back in, this is how you're going to hold it. This is how you hold a two-handed weapon one-handed.
Excellent.
Okay. Dante, any luck on that?
The contact is the mama crime boss that me and Lincoln messed around with.
Okay. And she's a 2-dot contact?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you could try to contact her. We will, because a 2-dot contact has power of 1, reliability of 1. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, she actually picks up.
Hello, Cher. Been a minute. I'm in a tight spot. You wouldn't happen to have an ability to get us something that can explode a rather large thing or some oil that burns in water? Could you?
I mean, we could probably get you a drum of oil. That'd be easier. I don't know about the explosives.
Drum of oil would work.
Now, what are you gonna do for me? You gonna come see me soon?
Oh. Why, yes.
I'm gonna hold you to that. Where are you, sugar?
I would give her the address over by the port.
All right. I'll have
Security.
my boys get on it. It probably take me about 20, 30 minutes.
That'll do.
Well, we'll see you soon. Right. Now, a question for my Camarilla members. Does anybody answer that text message?
Songbird's too focused on Percy right now.
I guess that's a collective no.
I would let Sharky know that I have oil on the way.
Okay. So, Sharky, you'd receive that text.
Well, with knowledge that oil is on the way, explosives, not a great plan. Something that can light the oil, like some. He's gonna look for a blowtorch. That's what he's
Right.
going to look for at a construction site. That should be findable.
You know what? Just give me that wits and investigation again, please. Let's see how this. We'll give you another chance.
Could Dante ask his whereabouts and go up to assist since I have background in chemistry?
He told you that he's over in the construction
Okay,
site.
then I would go over there and help find
Right.
stuff that goes.
Boom
stuff's my
Sharky.
jam.
Yes.
Sharky, you get a assistance die from Dante.
Thank you. Okay. Pool of 6, hunger 3, blood surge 2.
Yeah, you'll be able to find like one of them butane torches that you screw the actual torch on top. Find a couple of those laying around.
We're gonna have fun.
And it's about this time where this nondescript black car comes up. It's got tinted windows. The lights are on. It pulls up to the edge of the area where you guys drop down in by the river. Turns the lights off. And a well-dressed man carrying a backpack steps out. Hello? Kind of looking down like, I'm here for a poker chip.
And Luke will flag him down with his one arm.
Kind of raises an eyebrow. Comes down with the backpack on like, you the one that called us in?
He will fish out the poker chip and hold it up.
Takes the poker chip, hands over the backpack, kind of opens it, twist this knob, flip that, and run.
Thank you.
Takes the poker chip, puts it in his jacket pocket, heads back to the car. So it'll still be like another 10 or 15 minutes before that oil drum gets there, but you have what seems to be some kind of pretty well made explosive. But does Luke want to go down and do that himself? Or is he going to...
As the person who has Blink, probably the best chance of getting in and
say.
out.
The
You
Gimlet
know,
Ninja's probably our best bet.
Before we
That's-
do
that's
that, though,
fair.
he's looking a little hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So he's looking at what people have.
Right now, the only two near you are the fledglings.
Yeah. That's fine. At this point, Luke has kind of given up on pretending to be human.
Mhm.
And since once again a shirt has been destroyed on one of these missions, so we are once again seeing that he is covered from one wrist to everywhere else in.
I'm slowly going to burn through Luke's
Yeah,
wardrobe by
I
myself.
keep having to buy more more resources just to keep up with
It's the
every time.
Akuma Amos curse. That's what
I
this
know.
is.
Amos had to boost his resources because people kept getting glitter on his suits. He had to just set them on fire because it was faster than cleaning them.
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
fair.
I looks at Percy,
Mhm.
and Percy has their sword is somewhat fancy, right?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of like a fancy rapier, almost foil
Mhm.
style.
yeah.
Is the sword important to you? Had it for a long time.
Uh, so kind of. So, I mean, I guess define important.
Do you have many memories with it?
I can.
Strong emotional attachments to it.
Songbird.
If what you're getting at, I could get
Yeah.
another one. I'm sure.
No, the sword will be fine. I need to know if there are memories attached to it.
Songbird will pull out the golden Tommy gun and the golden revolver and be like,
Now those have some memories attached to it.
"You can
Yeah.
take your pick."
Yeah, he's it's like this might be a little odd, but he's gonna lay a hand on I know we'll go with the Tommy gun, and
Okay.
we're gonna try and just eat Songbird's memories out of the Tommy gun, or eat whatever memories are in this Tommy gun.
Oh no, poor Luke.
Okay.
Oh,
You know, we're getting there with.
Well, yep. Give me that very unique hunting roll that you have.
Yeah, I gotta go figure out what it is again. I always forget what that check is.
And then, Katie, you can send some of those messages to Felber at your leisure.
Yeah,
I will probably be in touch with the storyteller team and which ones they want.
yeah.
And
Yep.
I am aware of Felber's limits, so I don't think a lot of them will bother Felber.
Like
No.
I ate the Mad King last session. I'm
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
with this one.
The man's a storyteller himself. I've seen some of his creations. I have faith he'll be okay.
Percy this entire time just staring
Look,
and like what?
The hunger
What?
frenzy that might have happened earlier I would have been doing this to the T-Rex, and that would have been very bad. So this will be intelligence and Myscaria. Cool. Four and three, so 7. Oh, 7. Hunger 4. You know. this
Ooh
is
boy.
fun. Oh, there's a rouse for this too.
Oh boy. Oh no.
It's okay, I have things.
No reroll.
Oof. Okay.
Hmm.
That's a thing.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a
No.
good thing. And do you want to spend a willpower on it?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
And then
It didn't help.
You try to feed off this Tommy gun,
Yeah.
but there must be too much trauma, or she just hasn't let go of the memories. Like she's unwilling
Probably
to
the
part
second
with
one.
them.
Little
Yeah. Oh no,
column
I know some of Songbird's story. All right.
little column A, little column B.
You might have tasted something like this before. Like usually when people have have they been indoctrinated or Stockholmed, it has that to it. But I do believe we need to make a frenzy check.
Yep.
Oh,
We're making
no.
another one of those.
Yes. Luke's having a rough night. Felber's gonna stop signing up for the things that I write.
Let's see. We are at how much? Our current willpower is 4. So we're only rolling 5 dice on this.
Uh huh. Hey, you need 3.
Oh,
Cool. We do not succeed.
All right. Luke, what does a hunger frenzy look like for our special blooded friend?
I don't know because it hasn't happened yet.
Interesting.
I mean, his predator type is blood leech,
Okay.
and
So do you think he'd probably lunge for one of these younger kindred and
Songbird is kind of standing there holding the guns.
try to drink from him?
no,
Oh.
his own convictions are going to keep him from attacking other members of the city as much as possible. Meaning, I will
Mhm.
burn as much willpower as I need to avoid that.
Okay.
But he has very little compunction about that against people who are not part of the city. So he,
Oh no.
yeah, I don't know where he's going, but
Woof.
Well, oh boy. So we'll say that you can burn one to kind of aim that frenzy.
yeah, as long as I can keep it away from the fledglings that we've, kind
And
of
your
promised.
beast knows that there is somebody not of the tower nearby.
Yeah.
Sharky, run! Run! Do you drop the backpack? Did you slide that on?
I had it with me, but I would drop that and leave
Alright.
that for.
Songbird.
Would I recognize the eyes of a hunger frenzy?
Give me a wits and insight.
Oh. I was about to ask if
I was more
how
asking because of backstory reasons.
I mean,
Luke is very special.
That is fair.
Luke's hunger is. It's giving up the pretense of humanity as he leans even more into the Magar side of things. So it's complete stillness. It's full predator, and he's pulling shadows towards him even harder with Shadow Cloak. So
Yeah, if it's more the predator thing, that's more why I was asking. Would this
Yeah.
be familiar because of backstory reasons?
Yeah.
Creepy silent type. Got it.
That's why we do a quick insight.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Sarky,
insight?
Yep. Wits and insight.
That's better.
I'm somehow surprised by that.
some
Not
of
by
the
much.
fledglings have insight?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Songbird had insight.
She has a dot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Songbird is the opposite of Percy. That's what I'm realizing.
That's why we need to have a venture bonding night.
Box of Doom, Box of Doom.
Probably not. This is
Like with one like it looks like it could be a hunger frenzy, but you've never seen one like that. It looks off.
yeah, this is not a even close to being a human thing.
yeah. She's gonna look at Dante and be like, "Do I give him my pistol?"
I'm gonna push Sharky.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. Dante's not there. It's just you and Percy.
Oh,
So
boy.
then redact that. Mr. Luke, I don't think you should go out there right now.
Like the last of spinning willpower is I either stay here and eat you or I find something else, and he's gone.
Yep. Panning the camera up to our other two as they have found their blowtorches. Without all this knowledge, because nobody has said anything, you don't know any better. Where do you guys head?
I follow Sharky's lead, and I'm just like shooting the shit. Like, hey, have you met Finnegan yet? I think we'd all get along quite splendidly.
I haven't indeed met. Not Irish. Yeah, I've met Finnegan. He's quite the person. As he is, they have no reason not to walk back towards where they know the oil is being delivered for their plan.
Right?
So
You
that's
guys
where
know,
he's
but-
going.
So the two of you will start heading back towards the entryway to where you initially got into the sewers to see Luke kind of climbing up over the embankment headed towards you guys.
Luke, should you be
Do
doing
I
that in your
recognize
state?
this?
As
Do I recognize that as a fury frenzy?
not fury. This is
No,
fuel
not
hunger.
fury.
This is eyes in the dark, hungry shadows kind of thing. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. From okay, Sharky was not actually introduced beyond a name, but
Correct.
is it reasonable to assume that since they are on a mission for the Spartan, that he is a member of the city in some way?
They might be able to assume something like that.
Okay.
I don't think Luke has had a chance to meet all of the coterie members in the city.
Yeah. Sharky didn't react as though he was an anarch because Luke has shunned by the anarchs. So he can either assume he's part of the city in some way or he's something very different, but he was part of the mission, so I feel like that's a reasonable assumption. And he has made oaths to not hurt members of the city.
Mhm.
But he is definitely headed that direction. So
So I imagine Luke kind of like sprinting by in this like kind of almost animalistic gallop as he's running.
oh yeah, it's
It looks kind of weird because like he's waving one arm and then like the other one's just a stump as he's going and just straight past you guys.
Luke.
Hey,
Yeah.
where you going?
as rapid reflexes, fleetness, and probably
That-
not
that-
blink, but he is just going.
That man gone.
What the hell is going
Well-
on? We should find the others and figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Would Songbird have had enough time after Luke left to have called Dante and been like,
Oh yeah, you could give him a call now.
yeah, so she'll call him.
So
Yeah.
Luke just left us here and he basically said, he all of a sudden is hungry and in a sense hungry enough to eat a meal the size of me and Percy.
Oh shit.
Could eat a horse if you like. She's trying to be as masquerade safe and saying that as possible.
First, Dante would clock that because he remembers patterns and behaviors for later. Kind of concerned about my coterie mate. Well, he went past us. He didn't attack. Let's wrap up here and then we'll see what's going on. We're heading your way.
we'll see if we can.
I'm more worried of him bringing attention to himself right now. Percy and I can manage. I'm not saying we'll be right there, Mr. Dante.
It's more of I don't think we can keep up with the lad.
Then you get a head start and we'll follow.
All right, Sharky, stay with them. Blow this thing up. I'll go after.
Yeah, Sharky.
I think that is a wise idea. However, he's gonna take his phone and he's going to make a quick phone call to the cleanup coterie.
Okay.
And he's gonna say two things I need you to be on standby for. One thing, we're about to make boiled chicken in a cistern.
Is that a euphemism?
No. Well, kind of. I mean, technically it's boiled human, but really it's boiled chicken because it's shaped like a giant prehistoric chicken. So and secondly, there's a rampaging, very old person on the loose. You may want to go ahead and try and figure out something so that the mortals nearby don't see him. Sound like a good plan? Okay, wonderful. You're the cleanup coterie, not me. This is not my fault. I want to reassure you, it is not in any way my fault. Well, the boiled chicken is, but that will be handled on its own. The other one, that is their fault. But I'm making you aware so you can go ahead and get ahead of it. Remember that if I ask you to help with the boiled chicken.
Hey, right, there's a thin blood in the area, right?
There is.
Yeah, he doesn't fall under my my prey exclusion.
He would probably be a few blocks away
Yeah.
as you come up across the van that you guys took, which has a. Let's see, how was it described? It is a blue van with pastry emblems down the side. It says "Tasty Cake, baked fresh," and there's just that thin blood just tapping away, like, "Okay, boss will call me when I'm supposed to come closer."
He, yeah, that is an acceptable food source. Hey.
So how do you approach this guy?
How you doing?
There's no approach. This is we are in full, like, out of the shadows, just attack this man. So
All right, I think that's gonna be.
because I'm in hunger frenzy and I've
Yep.
burned as much willpower as I can.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a strength and brawl. Sharky, do you have stats for this young man?
I do not, but G'day might.
If G'day is listening and can throw that up there for me, if they exist, for a
For
get
what
the
it's
hell
worth.
out of the way dodge.
What's worth? Strength and brawl is very bad for me.
He
I am
he
much
might
more,
be he might be a punchy person.
that also works. I'm okay with that. Would not take a whole lot to put me down. But
All right, well, let's get that brawl roll from Luke. While G'day clicky clacks away.
He was described as a big person.
Big dude, just very confused by the way Sharky talks to him.
strength is not his stat. So
All right, well, we're gonna use a thin blood, right? We're just gonna call it 2 and 2 for that pool. Yeah, he seems to scoop. Or you know what? We're gonna see if he. Yeah, you come in, try to grab him, and he's scooting across the van and climbs out the other side. Very confused because he just dropped you guys off like an hour and a half ago
yeah,
and just takes off running.
I mean,
Does Luke like games?
he's in hunger frenzy, and a thing that's acceptable food is running away.
Sharky, your phone's gonna ring. He's trying to eat me.
I
Takes off
also
running.
don't want to be doing the things I'm doing, but they threw me. Into
Dante
conflict.
would start heading that way too because he knows where that's at. Whatever run is.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the fledglings for a minute to see what you guys are making of this whole thing. You have the backpack with supposedly an explosive in it. The one in Scylla has run off into the night, looking terrifying. The other showed up with this newcomer. They got a phone call, and now they've both turned around and started running, leaving you two to your own devices.
Uh,
Are you okay to move?
I'm fine.
Okay, we need to get out of here. And This would be like probably the second time Percy has seen Songbird in like Hitman mode. Like, this is a job we are not able to finish right now. We need to get out of here. We need to regroup. And then she'll take off her jacket and put it over Percy to help hide the arm a little better.
All right. So you guys are
It's a
getting
good
out of
idea.
Dodge.
You were saying, Percy?
No, Percy will kind of like just kind of look around, still a little confused, but decide, you know what? That's a good idea. Regrouping's a good idea. Let's regroup. Let's do that.
Also, where's Melano at this point?
Melo's just kind of sitting there, like watching all this, like
Yeah, I think Percy would have probably set Melano like sitting.
you see the nose like twitch sideways.
Yeah,
Like what?
Yeah.
Is...
because Percy probably would have left her like keeping watch of whatever direction he's not facing. So she'll just like call Melano, put her in a heel. Be like, let's go.
You guys are
Regrouping is good.
getting
We're
out
just
of the area.
Getting out of the area.
Just like headed back to the city proper.
Songbird would keep an eye out for the others, but she would also try to make it where, like, she's not going directly after them in case someone did manage to watch.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? Give me a wits and streetwise.
I have that.
I was hoping you
Some
might.
streetwise. I also have some streetwise if I can.
Woo,
Yeah,
high five, Venture.
Yeah, you can give an assistance die to Louise.
I doubt my specialty will come in use, but I do have a specialty in gangs. I doubt that will come in use.
Not this time.
Yeah,
On a scale of 1 to 5, how is Percy streetwise though?
he has 2.
And your wits?
Also 2.
Okay, so it's the same pool for us.
Yep, but you'll get an assistance die from Percy.
That helps.
We can help each other at least. We can slightly increase it.
This
is oddly kind of her element.
To sum up this so far, it has been. I don't know what happened. I got to boo boo.
Basically.
We're not touching it.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to find a place to like kind of dip into an alley and kind of head the direction you think they went, but in a roundabout way. And as you're doing that, you see another van pull up to where you guys were. Kind of like look around. Out jumps Rowan Everly. Like looks around like very confused, like, huh. Climbs down by the riverbank and you lose sight of him there. Turning to our other 3. Luke.
Yeah.
Chasing down after this guy. It's probably not hard to catch, but once he does kind of get his bearings, he kind of turns and like raises his fists up.
Just grabbing him seems bad. Knocking him unconscious 2 feet from him seems like a more direct thing. So it is the sword that he still has, but just essentially pommel strike with it to just try and knock him out.
All right. Give me a dex and melee with a 2-die penalty, and he is going to try to resist. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you go to swing at this guy. He kind of dodges and just strikes out and catches you in the side of the face. You see. Do 4 superficial.
Okay, that's before toughness then?
Oh yeah, toughness. So you will take 2.
Cool. So I'm at 2 superficial and 4 aggravated at the moment then.
Yeah, Luke looking bad.
Yeah.
Man was not made to fight dinosaurs.
No. As I said, I was denied need to know information.
Oh no, I saw what the neonates gave for the report.
I was not given any report.
They didn't really give it. They were like, big creature. That's it. They were told to be descriptive, and they gave, it's a big creature in the sewer. That is what was given to the sheriff.
So crocodile or rat.
Yeah, that's crocodile was what I was thinking when Luke walked into this. It's like, no, it's a fucking dragon.
Essentially. Dante and Sharky, as you guys are running, you stumble upon this scene where Luke just catches one in the face.
So right now, the only person who's bleeding is Luck, right?
Yeah, Luke is the
Luke,
victim.
yeah.
This way.
I mean, he doesn't seem to turn because he already spent that willpower to get away from people he deems not his predator pool.
Yeah, like,
Well, I really don't want to wind up killing Mallory.
I mean, you'd have to really try at it. Because full ag just torpors me, so that's fine.
Okay, then I'm gonna come in and beat the shit out of Mallory.
Please do.
Yeah, give me a strength and brawl.
God damn it!
Could I give it? Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Yep, I got you. I figured that was coming.
Well, but he got a crit. Damn it.
Yep. So just your luck that like it's that fleet of motion out of the side of your eye where like, oh crap, and just clean miss, barely, but misses. Dante, my friend.
Yeah.
Things always go sideways when it's you and Luke around.
Yeah.
I think we keep signing up for missions that someone wrote that seem to only go sideways.
Yep.
Listen,
I gotta get back for my oil too. Damn. I'm sorry, friend.
I'm completely okay just hand waving and not having to roll it where these 3 put my ass in the torpor.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 2 hits. We don't have to sit here and chop it out. So I'm cool with being put in a box for a while.
I was like, he's already taken 1 dodge. After that, he starts taking more penalties for dodging multiple opponents.
Strength and brawl is 5 plus I have kindred, so 6 dice. Yeah.
Yep, that'd be 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get to add my fleeting to this, so it's just 5.
All right, Dante.
More than 1 success, and you've got me. Cool.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
That's enough to roll me over into torpor. Cool.
Yep. As you just haul off and boom, and it's the dazed and slumped as Luke falls into torpor.
Oh shit. Are you okay? I point to the thin blood, other than being scared shitless.
No, I'm fine. He just
It's
scared me
nothing
at
personal.
first. I was expecting a like, hey, we're ready, not for somebody to try to bite me.
Okay. How do you want to play this?
You owe this man a minor. pointing to Dante.
I will carry him back. We need to get back, find the other two before we blow this thing. I'd still like to get a win out of this.
As would I.
For the four of you still awake, can you give me a wits and awareness?
Shoot.
Mm. Oh, boy.
That's all hunger dice for me.
Oh, goody.
Wits
Well,
two.
we'll see.
Ooh! I hope that's enough.
You didn't need many. It's just
Okay.
like
Okay.
this is going to be hard to miss.
Is it a big oil tanker showing up?
Well, Songbird, you're just oblivious. I don't know what to
I'm
do for
focused
you
on
there.
Percy. That she's focused
Yeah.
on Percy and maintaining the
Uh,
masquerade right now.
And Dante, not with that one.
She's focused on Percy, and Percy is focused on.
Uh,
Well, now
Per-
there's a lot of threats.
Percy and Sharky, with your two rolls, you both feel it and hear this, and feel kind of a rumble. Almost as if the ground shook nearby.
The water's hit the top. Grab the explosive, throw it down a manhole.
Let's go. I grab Luke over my shoulder and head towards the van.
Yeah, you guys don't have the explosives.
That's
You got the blowtorches.
We have the explosives.
we have it.
Are the oil drums almost here?
You would actually see a large truck pulling up with oil drums.
That's it. Go get it.
Pour that down this manhole now!
They jump down, they pop the manhole, and just this fire and dust flies up from out of it.
As in, the manhole is already on fire?
No, as in when they pull the manhole cover off, this like puff of smoke and dust comes out.
So it's
No, like when
basically
you-
a geyser.
Like when you pressurize something and then you take it off and like just the air and
Just
smoke and
add-
dust shoot out.
Added a bunch of oxygen to a burning environment.
So,
And you definitely have the smell of fire coming out of there.
Oh.
so there's fire down in the sewers already. Did it escape?
Well, you felt the rumble, and now there's smoke and fire. So it either escaped or something blew up. Those would probably be your two guesses.
And we have the explosives, so we know it wasn't the explosives.
You saw Rowan go down there with a bag.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah.
he did.
Percy,
Right,
you
we
have
do.
seen him light up a building before.
We have. I have seen.
Sharky's gonna
Would
go
I-
down in the manhole.
Would Percy connect the rumble with the fact that he saw Rowan go in?
I think you could 2 + 2 = chair that one.
Songbird has
Well-
no clue what's going on, so it's all up to Percy.
The dinosaur is probably dealt with. They'll say to Songbird.
Let's get bones to confirm.
Okay. I would imagine so if Mr. Rowan, Mr. Everly showed up.
I did call the cleanup coterie. I did
You
do
did.
that.
Yeah.
I did make a
We
little
don't
bit of
know
a
you
mistake
called
with
him
the-
though.
No.
The babies didn't know. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh, Rowan's here.
When he hears the boom, and he knows he called the cleanup coterie. He doesn't know
Yeah.
Rowan's here though.
He does not.
Hearing Percy say that, Songbird's just going to send Dante and Rowan a ping of her current location.
Yeah, after a couple minutes, you'll see Rowan climb up out of there, like kind of following, like, okay. Oh, hey, I took care of it. Dad sent me down. Hey, you're the guy.
He points to the giant oil drum, the oil drums. We had it covered. It was this one who was the problem.
Well, wow. He looks bad.
It was
Dad,
bad.
Dad's not gonna be happy.
No.
Is he dead or like
No.
night time dead?
He's
I don't know.
night time.
Okay, good. Dad won't be furious. He's still gonna be mad.
He punched him. He's the reason.
This is true.
Did
I'm gonna let you explain that to him. It's
Yes.
fine.
Everybody in the van, let's go.
Yeah, you guys should get in the van. You can keep your oil. There's not much of that place left. I kind of caved it in when I blew the stuff up.
what
Oh,
about
fine.
the big thing?
What?
You didn't see it?
Oh yeah, I saw it. I threw the backpack at it that I brought.
Okay, then does someone want to take this? And she'll point to the explosives that Percy's probably holding, because Percy would probably be
I
better
will
suited
take
to
the
hold that.
explosives and the oil drums, and I will put them to good use.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can figure that out. I'm gonna go home. We got other stuff. Good to meet you guys. I gotta get back. Thank you for the phone call. That was great.
Thank you for doing this. What do I owe you?
You know what? Are you guys okay? Like, did he do something? Like, are you guys good?
Well, he did try to eat my child.
Okay. What if we call it even?
Looks over at Dante. I'll pay you for the oil. Give me his contact information. Looking at the guy, not the guy who brought the oil.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you can all kind of Rowan walks off into the night doing his little steppy that he does with his hyper anxious self. You guys can load up into the van and load the body of Luke up as you drive back to Elysium, where I believe our seneschal will be waiting if they are prepared. If they can give me a thumbs up or something. Okay. Boop. So, as you carry the body of Luke Mallory down into Elysium, there stands the horrid form that many of you have seen of the cordyceps mushroom spider-esque towering seneschal of Philadelphia.
You're muted. Good day.
Gotta hit the
Don't
mic.
worry. They get an outfit that will be posted in the outfit section for the SPCs
Oh, good.
right now. For those of you who are watching that may not be part of our Discord, the seneschal is an 8-foot tall to the top of their head monstrous individual. They have 6 arms and cordyceps mushrooms making up essentially a face mask and another foot or so above their head. They are dressed in all white armor, carrying a very visible 12-gauge shotgun, a very visible silver whip, and a very visible, very fancy ironwood stake.
By the way, do any of you 4 speak Latin? Oh.
Only Greek.
Well, I never picked. No, I picked Spanish.
Italian and English.
Greek and English.
So I think Latin's akin to at least Italian and partially Greco-Roman. So I think Louisa and Percy might pick words, but they're not going to understand whole sentences.
It sounds a bit, when the seneschal speaks, like that creepy child from The Grudge. Or for those individuals who are fans of The Last of Us, the seneschal sounds like a clicker. Those who can piece together a little bit of what's happening will get the word explain.
So that's on the fledglings,
Yeah.
because I don't
Oh.
think Sharky or Dante understand a word.
Sharky knows Spanish, so he might be able to piece together a little bit.
Yeah,
'Cause
well, I
Spanish
think
is a
like
Romance
between the three of
language.
you, you're picking out different words because like the different dialects. But with just saying explain, I think probably Louisa would be the closest one at that point.
If she notices that the rest of the group is like having difficulty picking up, she'll take a step forward. She'll bow respectfully, and in a Sicilian dialect of Italian, she will explain what happened and what she witnessed because she doesn't know what happened with when Dante and Sharky split up. And then she will say, like, let the seneschal know in detail, like, everything. And then they have another part of the story because we had to split up.
So the seneschal is going to bow their head. And those who can get close to translation, whether that would be Sharky or Percy or Songbird, will get something along the lines of the vibe is that the seneschal understands English so that you don't have to keep speaking in Italian.
Could you translate for the room?
So the songbird then will say everything again, word for word, in English.
Okay. We had a plan to set fire to the giant creature. We were going to make boiled chicken, was the joke. That was also honest, because we were going to boil the water that it was in, therefore killing it, causing it to die. However, because I called Rowan, because the one who's currently lying on the ground in front of us was asleep, or was frenzying, I called Rowan to come help clean up that in case any mortals saw anything that they weren't supposed to see. And then Rowan found the dinosaur and made it go away. Because he likes booms. And I was not prepared for that. I've spoken to the man on one occasion. I didn't know he liked booms.
And I knocked him out to save Masquerade Breach.
That
It
You-
can be difficult to place emotion on the seneschal's lack of face. Because for those not in our Discord, on their picture, the seneschal has nothing from about mid nose up except these cordyceps. So while it can be a little odd and awkward to place any kind of emotion on the lack of face, there is clearly an element of confusion. And it's Percy who probably gets this word, which is dinosaur.
It's dealt with, exploded, dead again.
Didn't know it was a dinosaur going in.
Dinosaur? Question mark?
There was
Like the head tilt of dinosaur.
Like, is it the vibe? Is this slang I'm not understanding
Okay.
from you, Childer?
Would
It was a literal dinosaur.
would Dante know her behaviors and stuff, having dealt?
I think being around
I
the
think
prince, being around the seneschal,
even
like
if he does not get all of the words, he would get the vibe.
yeah, the
Okay.
body language, like the like what?
Getting her confusion, he would explain that some kind of fleshcraft had been used with humans, not kindred, to construct the body around the bones. Some kind of blood sorcery, from my limited understanding. It was inside of the sewer, locked in place, obviously because of its size. If my memory serves, a Tyrannosaurus.
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
I'm
John.
trying to remember my human
It was
life.
a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I believe it was one of the only fossils in the museum that was fully fossilized and not replica. And she'll look to Percy, being like, "Was that right? Did I remember that right from Maddie?"
At this time, this beautiful woman in this almost combat style but very chic kind of look walks in, looks at the seneschal, bows, speaks to them in Latin, gesturing towards Luke's body, basically asking, "If I may, Your Grace." Looks at you like, "Are you Dante? You'd recognize this person. I think you went on that mission where you dealt with Marana. This is her."
I would bow.
She looks down. "What happened to him?"
I hit him really hard after he blood frenzied and chased the thin blood, dealing with the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
She kind of pauses and would relay that to the seneschal in Latin.
Duskborn. Duskborn. Not thin blood.
Yeah.
Duskborn.
Yes. Basically turns like, and she's playing the middleman here. Like, the term is this. To say otherwise is insensitive.
Dinosaur. Not crocodile. Not monster.
Sure, the seneschal would like to clarify that you mean dinosaur.
uh-huh.
Bit his fucking arm right off.
Yeah. And at this point, you can kind of assume that Marana's playing go-between. So, like, you guys are saying something, she looks at the seneschal and translates it over.
Someone took the T-Rex skeleton fossil from the museum and did something to bring it to, Percy will do air quotes, life.
I would explain the best I could also that the bodies were still alive, screaming.
And it looked like a dinosaur.
Uh-huh.
For,
It-
you know,
And the abstract sense.
Like, this seems to be a sticking point.
Percy will like kind of like move like Songbird's jacket away from her arm and kind of like hold it up like chunk missing.
Yeah, Songbird will help like untie
Yeah.
the tourniquet to show
I mean,
the chunk.
The bite wounds on Luke are pretty definitive of size.
And she like basically
arm's
Marana
gone.
explaining that it bit Percy, it took Luke's arm. It was in fact a dinosaur from the prehistoric time, but made of people grafted to a skeleton.
His Grace and I will want to speak to the first group that encountered it. Unfortunately, it seemed that this was a case of a supreme lack of appropriate information.
Marana will basically turn to you guys like, "None of that's meant for you. You guys are fine." The people
On-
who reported in are not.
I would
On-
like to go ahead.
On the bright side, and there is a bright side, none of us died. So that should be
Most-
considered a success. And because of some stuff I did, there were less mortals in the area to see him, as well as to potentially hear the big boom. So it
Hmm.
should be kept. We don't have a group of highly armed mercenaries who are now aware of our existence.
Yes, we are grateful for that limited success.
The fledglings performed way above what would be expected of them. I would like to add. They kept their cool. They almost helped when Luke went down, handling the situation, and I knew when to get out of Dodge and be hidden.
I will let their shadow know how well they behaved. And their sires, since neither one is out of accounting. One hopes you made the proper requests or notifications of your sires.
Dante slowly steps back.
My sires were aware.
War, what is your generation?
I am a fledgling of the 10th.
She's
Yes.
speaking to Marana.
Oh,
I can't ask
Yeah.
Luke, obviously, because, like,
Let's see. Luke, you're what? 10th? 11th?
10th.
Okay, so Marana would convey that she is of the 9th generation.
good.
She kind of says, I will handle his recovery. I'll get him out of your way if you need nothing else.
Indeed.
So, Marana will take the body of Mr. Mallory off to a secluded location to nurse his wounds and wake him back up. Each of you will be able to go your separate ways unless you have special business with the seneschal that you want to attempt to cover. Yeah.
more just an out of character, kind of in character question. Would the seneschal still want a written report?
You could probably assume always.
Okay.
Just, and for those of you who have not done a Seneschal's board mission that I am included in before, bullet points. I am not asking for a full, like, soap brief.
Pretend
I
I'm
just
or
want-
I have to read it.
Things that you think the Seneschal should know from your character's perspective.
Mhm.
I.e., the Thin Blood did well and only punched him once.
It was self-defense.
And it was self-defense.
So, the curtain will close on tonight's session. Not exactly a success for our would-be hunters, but nobody died. Some people are worse for wear, and some of you may or may not have some surprises in the future. But before we leave, I would like to introduce you to this amazing cast who signed up for this incredible nonsense that we threw together after the fledgling or neonate session, because my neonates were like, "Hell no, we're out," and just left a dinosaur in the sewers, so somebody had to deal with it. We decided to give these players a chance to have some fun. And they're great sports about it, especially my buddy Felber down there. Every time he's with me, he gets hurt.
Poor
I don't-
Felber.
It's always Felber. But we're going to go around. I'm going to start with Percy Marinos down there at the bottom.
Hi. I'm Ink or Cowboy Ink on most socials. Mostly TikTok and Instagram. That's about it.
All right. And of course, the man that I cannot sing the praises of because he puts up with me messing with his characters all the time, apparently. Whether it was the SPC of Amos or Luke Mallory, go for it, buddy.
Hi, Felber. I am Dapper Zombie pretty much anywhere that you can find me.
Fancy.
So, if you need to be able to find me, that is the name you can find me under. I'm on TikTok doing stuff. There will be a bunch coming out soon from the LARP I'm hitting this weekend, so we'll see how that goes.
Yes. That's the night in question,
Yep,
right?
the night in question.
So be on the lookout for that stuff. Next, our visiting member, not of the Camarilla, but who knows what he is, Sharky.
Hi, I'm Kingdom 0905. Anywhere where you can find me. Also, a couple places where you can't. If you see me anywhere under a different name, no, you didn't. And I play Sharky.
And our resident Shadow Weaver, Dante.
Hey, Dante, Humble Spark on Discord. Not on much other socials at the moment. I do write tabletop RPGs. That would be Chemical Rabbit on Itch.io. That's about it for now.
And of course, I don't even know how to describe Songbird, but there she is.
Our hot mess.
Our resident hot mess Ventru.
Hi, I'm Katie. I play Louisa Songbird Polini here on Philly. I also, every other Monday, not this coming one, but the following, play Sage the Caitiff Ghoul on a What We Do in the Shadows chronicle called New Arc by Night. And you can find me on all socials when I am active at Dragon of the Dark Rose.
Awesome. And of course, our guest star that I dragged in there at the end, and one of our fellow storytellers here at Philly by Night, who usually takes care of Sharky down there.
Hello, I am Good Day FX, anywhere I want you to find me, especially on TikTok. I am one of the STs for Philly by Night. I generally work with the logistics and also with we'll call it the emissaries table, which includes Mr. Sharky down there. So I am quite used to his shenanigans, though you might have noticed our glorious ST up there at the top was occasionally beyond words. And with that said, introduce yourself, ya gump.
It's pronounced goon. Hi guys, I am Ryan. I am the storyteller tonight. It has been a pleasure working with you guys. Usually you can catch me on the fourth Saturday of the month, bringing you stories from the neonate table of Philly by Night with my hot mess of vampires. They got some interesting things going on. I can't wait to show you the next couple. We got some surprises. They'll probably hate me later. You can find me on Darth Caustic on all the socials you can find me on. If you don't find me, you're either not supposed to or I don't have it. But you can usually find me here. We upload this stuff to YouTube the night of, so give us a couple hours and this will be right up there on our YouTube channel. Here, let me throw this up for just a quick moment. You'll see down there our socials at the bottom of the screen. Go check those out. We post almost daily, or at least we try to. And finally, remember, we play in a world of darkness, but that doesn't mean that you, the players, have to. You can be the light in somebody's world. That's it for tonight. Thank you all for coming, and have a fantastic night. Bye.
Bye.